All right, Kumite Radio back with another guest, a return guest, Matt Pellino.
Yo, Matty Ice.
Baby Cat, aka Baby Cat. You know, that's a wild nickname, man. Where'd you get that
Yeah.
from?
Basically, what happened was, I was out with a bunch of friends. We were drinking, so we had these Mima trials in Kuching, and I was drinking a lot of Twa, which is like the local Sarawakian wine. And out of nowhere, in the middle of the street, jumped a baby cat out into the street like a kitten, and I was wasted, right? And I was like, oh shit! I was like, yo, there's a baby cat in the middle of the road, right? I was like, we gotta save that shit. And for some reason, they thought all the people I was with thought it was so funny that I said baby cat instead of kitten.
Yeah.
So I was fighting Nick Harris on the MMA ARG show, which was the cruise ship fight, which Kai Car fans fought on. I was the main event. So for the press release when it came out, it said baby cat takes on the hound. So I was like, these motherfuckers. So like, from then on, it just kind of stuck, you know.
Yeah, because the thing is, you know, a lot of people, they give themselves their nicknames and shit, but now, you know, you got your nickname from like a real situation that went down, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah, nah, man. Like, I feel like if you're getting a nickname, like, you should be given a nickname, you know. Like, I don't want to make my own nickname. That's not cool. It's funny when someone gives you a nickname. That's my opinion.
For sure. Yeah, we have, you know, I wanted to have you on, you know, talk about ONE Championship last week, and you know, they're having like a lot of events back to back, it seems like, right? More often now than ever, because I never really remember them having so many events in a row like this.
They get really busy after the summer. So, like, I know the Subaraya event got canceled, so they had to put those fighters on some cards. So that's why the Macau card was super stacked. But Macau's becoming another good fight card place for ONE FC. Last couple times they went, it was pretty good. So like Macau, KL, Singapore, and Manila, the 4 good places. Cambodia, anywhere else is fucking shit.
Nobody want to go to Cambodia, huh?
No, I mean, Cambodia is awesome. They got happy pizza and stuff there, but I mean, like, okay, so like, there's this funny story, right? So with the Cambodian cards, like, apparently they were selling them in SIM cards. So like, there was no like exclusivity on the seats. So like, there were taxi drivers sitting like in the VIP areas, you know.
Oh,
so like legit taxi drivers. But it's just a real far out place to go watch. Like, if you don't have anyone fighting on the card, you're not gonna go to Cambodia to watch a fight, you know. It's hard to get like clean food, all that kind of shit. Much better to go to like Manila, Singapore. Even KL is really good. They've been there so many times. So, yeah, and Macau, of course. Macau is like a watered down old Chinese version of Vegas. Just a bunch of old Chinese guys who take their mistresses out to gamble and shit.
Hey, going
That's
back to
Macau.
that canceled card, right, in Indonesia, the one that
Yeah.
the flyweight title was supposed to be the main
Yeah.
event. And you know, thinking about it in hindsight, you know, like how they right before they canceled it, right? They announced that they had some huge ass investment come in from, I forgot who, but it was like big news, right? And they got a big cash infusion or some shit like that, right? And then they
I don't really know. I'm not allowed to comment on ONE FC's Facebook page because I'm blocked. So I don't see these updates, you know. I don't know who the investments are coming from.
Yeah, but think of it like as you're a fighter, right? And you're gonna fight on the Indonesia card, and you just heard that your promotion just got all this fucking money. But then a couple days later, they canceled the event like outright because of, I forgot. Oh, the press release said that it was because of like logistical reasons or some shit issues or something like that. But
So
it's
what
kind of
happened
funny
was
styles. Like all the conspiracy theories come out after that, right? I mean, everybody's
they,
talking shit.
they took the money and ran. Is what happened. Victor Queen's like, I need some high heels to look taller at the weigh-ins, and took them fucking things. And
But you know what though? That led to a way better card in Macau though, like you said earlier.
yeah, the undercard was pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Like the who fought the two Polish guys got to fight. The one who lost to Roger Gracie, who fought for the belt
Marcin?
back in Pachenko, whatever. He fought Roger Gracie when he won the belt in like 2006 or whatever, how long ago that was.
Yeah.
They then the other Polish guy who knocked out Jake Butler also fought on the card against Leandro Atiadas, and he lost, I think, by split decision.
Yeah, he lost by unanimous decision.
Oh, unanimous. Yeah, it was. I just looked at the results briefly. I didn't like. It's annoying to get on that ferry to go to Macau from Hong Kong, so I just didn't make the trip. So yeah.
Let's talk about Herbert Burns, man. Like his situation, because it's like no other fighter situation right now. Because this was his last fight on his contract, and usually in ONE Championship, you don't hear about fighters telling everybody that this is their last fight on their contract. And he's had some problems, right? Like after he came out and criticized, ONE Championship, he's had some bad matchups and has lost. The last two fights, I think he was set up against some Russians that nobody knows who they are, and they just beat his ass. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like, come on, like we can beat around the bush about it, but it's not like, this. But this is why I like ONE FC. I kind of like the tyrannical, like we're the dictators. If you say anything, fuck you. That's kind of funny to me. So like, it's like, oh, I'm begging for a fight. You think you're gonna get an easy fight? No, they took some fucking Russian out of the Caucasus fucking mountains who was probably lifting logs and shit and brought him in to fight Herbert. And crazy, man. Like, what would you expect? Herbert Burns is good. He was undefeated going into that first fight. But that guy trains at Eagles with, like, Khabib's, like, dad and shit. So, like, that's the thing. Like, Russia, to me, is similar to Japan. Some guys have low records in terms of fights, but they fight tough guys. So, like, they're fucking tough, So, yeah, man. I feel bad for Herbert, but you kind of got to know what you're getting yourself into when you sign up to be part of Evolve/ONE FC.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
that's definitely true.
Like you should know. Like, you're already get promoted. Crazy. Like if you stick to the plan, you do what's told, and you just don't fuck around. You follow what the contract is, and do what you said. You're gonna have a great life. Fuck. Look at Leandro Issa. He was able to go to the UFC and come back to ONE FC.
Yeah.
So like good for him. Like you just gotta play the game, man, and that's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, I think Herbert made some wrong decisions on what he did. Now, not to say that like what he's doing is wrong, but you got to play the game,
Well, any promotion you fucking fight for, you got to play the game a little bit. You can't just go out there and shit on everybody, and you expect to eat fucking drink Dom Perignon and eat caviar with these motherfuckers, right?
Yeah, don't bite the hand that feeds you, my friend.
Yeah. Not too much, unless you're in the position to do it. Unless you are
unless you're the champ. Oh yeah.
If you Ben Askren, hey, go out there and talk shit, because
yeah,
you're in that position. But Herbert Burns, like you said, he was undefeated in his last two fights. He hasn't won since the last fight. 2 fights ago when he was put against those Russians.
If ONE FC were to cut him, I'm pretty sure the UFC would pick him up. Especially if he's based. Well, he's based out of the U.S. I see that as a good move for the UFC to pick up another upcoming Brazilian star. Like he has good English. nice guy, well groomed kind of guy, you know, promotable if he fights, you know.
But
So
he's
yeah,
lost 2 in a row though. Like UFC doesn't
yeah.
really pick up guys that are losing on a losing streak. You know what I mean?
The UFC picked up a fucking Filipino guy who had fought fucking nobody. I want to hear about that shit, all right?
Well, that was for the local market, man.
You say whatever the fuck we want. At the end of the day, I guarantee Herbert Burns is definitely UFC quality. He had a tough fight with these last 2 guys. You know, styles make fights, you know? So, yeah.
I think like you said, like these Russians that are coming over, and we're gonna talk about a Russian in in the like in the main event of the KO card, but like the Russians that are coming over and nobody knows who they are, and they're all their names is fucking similar. Like you
Yeah.
can't tell who the fuck.
Magomedov, Islamagomov, any Ovs. If you're
Yeah.
from the stands, they're tough. Any
Yeah.
stands,
Any
Dagestan,
stand.
Tajikistan, Turkmenistan,
Exactly.
yeah,
Like,
Kazakhstan, yeah,
it doesn't even matter,
yeah,
Like those guys come over, and that's how like with ACB, like how they're based out of Russia, and they have all those Russians fighting for them, and the
yeah,
Chechens and the Stannies, you call them the Stannies and shit,
yeah, man.
and like you gotta have some big balls to like be a foreigner, like an American or whatever, to go
And
over
go
and
and fight.
in that promotion, man.
But from what I understand, they take really good care of the guys. But this
Yeah.
is the issue. It's like this. It's like it's a high risk fight with a low reward for anyone like taking a fight against those guys. And the only way to beat those kind of guys is you got to you got to be more aggressive than them or more technical. You got to out Russian the Russians. You know. That's,
Yeah.
that's how it works. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not an easy task. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. You know, like.
Well, ACB, they have that finish bonus for everybody. If you finish the fight, you get $5,000 automatically. And I think if you get like performance of the night or some shit, you get another $10,000 on top of that. So
Yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah, that's pretty fucking good. I think, ONE FC, Road FC, like these promotions that say that they're big and they got a little, backing, they should start doing that for these fighters, man, because they need the money. They need the money. You've been around the fighters. You've been around a lot of fighters, man. They need money, man. A lot.
Yeah, the thing with like ONE FC is they're a real big media company. So I don't know if they're willing to shell out cash to people who aren't going to like for me, like I'm running my own promotion now too, Golden Warriors. It's based out of Penang. It's not really like super high level of him, but like we have some guys in it. But the issue with it is like you don't want to invest a lot into fighters that are going to leave your promotion like right away. You know what I mean? But like I said last show, ONE FC is great if you're going to fight for them. They'll take care of you. Like they take care of Gianni pretty well. Like Gianni will be making UFC money if he wins this next fight. Same with Ev. Like they're on pretty solid paychecks. But did you hear what happened? So this is funny, right? Apparently, Toon Talk's been ONE FC's biggest sponsor in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So apparently, this is what I heard. I don't know the truth to this, all right? But I heard from a very reliable source that ONE FC asked Toon Talk to pay 3 times as much money for the sponsorship, but Toon Talk just wanted to sponsor fighters. So then ONE FC said there aren't any Toon Talk logos allowed in the stadium. The fight at next Friday's night's fight.
Oh, so they basically did the affliction like the UFC did to the affliction.
Yeah.
And
So
they banned affliction from everything.
Yeah, that's crazy for me because it was they have had such a good relationship. So I mean, this is just what I've heard. Like, I'm just relaying it to the local news medias, but it's fucked up. So like, a very reliable source told me he's like, man, they did the same shit they did to Under Armour. They asked for more money, and then when we said no, they were like, fuck you guys, and just fucking cut them out. But it's Toon Talk, man. It's like they're the biggest backers of Malaysian MMA since fucking 2012.
They're Malaysian invasion, basically. They're
yeah, it is. They're Mima, So I mean, like, it's like it's fucking weird that relationship just would break apart so quickly. I hope it gets resolved just for the benefit of everyone. But fuck, man, crazy shit, man.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible, man. That money that these fighters, because those sponsorships, man, they're fucking important.
Oh man, in the free market, if you're not making UFC money, you need to get sponsors, 100%. And like, it also sucks, you know. And the UFC, man, you could go fight your ass off. You're gonna get that 50. You got 3 chances at that 50 G's, you know. Like you got 3 chances at that 50 G's, you know. Like,
Hey, some
man,
fighters make a living off that 50 G's right there.
I'll tell you the funniest shit. So besides his last fight, Ed's been pretty successful in his fights, right? And he's always like, I'm never getting this fucking warrior spirit bonus bullshit. He's like, where's my 50 G's? Man, he submitted Benario in like the first round, like on his trapped guillotine. Beautiful guillotine choke. No 50 G's. He's just like, man, Ev, like we talked about, Ev is one of those guys that he needs to get to the UFC because he's an exciting fighter, and he'll definitely be able to pull those bonuses. And, you know, guys like that, it's life-changing when you can get 2 or 3 of those, you know?
Well, you know, I wanted to see Ev fight in that $1 million tournament. Like, he's the type of fighter that could go in that $1 million tournament, and even if he might not win, he's going to have some eyes directed towards him because Road, they put all their shit on YouTube. So it's like you get a lot of views off that live event and off the videos and the highlights and shit like that. Instead of like other promotions, they don't put that shit up.
The issue with like that tournament is like ONE FC's got a little bit of a marketing value above them because Falayan beat Aquan Sol, who's their champion, and like ONE FC 2, I think, back in who the fuck knows? Yeah, it's so long ago. So they'll always, as a promotion, they'll always use that as a we're better than you kind of thing, you know?
Well, that's when he just got out the military and he hadn't trained or fought in like 3 years, and he was in a fight.
At the end of the day, I agree with you 100%. But Victor Cui will be like, well, 1 billion people saw Aquan Sol lose to Edward Falayan.
Shit.
Fuck that, man. I fucking love Victor, man. He's hilarious.
It's like some big fucking bullshit right there.
Bro, Victor Cui is hilarious. Like he's he's a funny guy, man. Oh man. Actually never spoken to Chachi really. I've always spoken to Victor and Matt. I like Matt Hume actually. He's kind of like a yes man for ONE FC, but he's cool. They're all really cordial when we're like in town, so it's cool to hang out with those guys. We were poolside with the Korean Ring Chicks last event in KO, and we were doing some fucked up diving shit with them. So yeah, they're cool, but like man, yeah, it's like any little edge they try to get on you, they'll get on you. But Ev's coming up on his contract as well, so we'll see what happens. You know, with so many events coming to Australia and New Zealand. He's 13-4. He's definitely a hot prospect for the UFC.
Even ACB's going to Australia now.
Yeah, ACB's got that mafia money though.
Yeah, the Chechen dictator and shit. That motherfucker.
Yeah, he's crazy. Is that the guy who was like
about like why they're not going to Russia? I think I forgot what website was. They did some kind of investigation on why they're not going into Russia. And kind of like one of the reasons why is because of that Chechen leader, the dictator dude that owns ACB, or he's like part owner of ACB or whatever. But yeah, there's some shit going on over there with that the UFC doesn't want to get involved with. You know what I mean? Because you know they have ties with the Republican Party and all that shit too, and Donald Trump, I guess.
I mean, at the end of the day, for the UFC, they want to make money and they want to keep everyone safe and shit.
And they can't pay per views in Russia.
Well, yeah, and that's why they put out the Philippines. I mean, fucking the new president there is like killing people in the streets. They wanted to drug test the entire fucking UFC people. That's why they pulled out.
Yo, they just killed a mayor or some shit because of that. Like, drug fucking thing.
But it was crazy. It was like, oh, you're a crew person, so you're setting up the lights, drug test. You're fixing the mic, drug test.
And you know all of them dudes are smoking weed and shit.
They have to stay awake. Man, I'll tell you one thing. Those behind-the-scenes guys work super hard. I'm going to give a shout-out to my boy, Jack Starr. One of the hardest-working guys that I know in the fight industry. He does, like, elite boxing and all that. And, man, the guy weighs, like, 40 kilos, and I'm pretty sure it's because he just stays up all fucking night. I mean, that guy doesn't sleep at all. So, like, I have mad respect for the behind-the-scenes guys. But, man, if I was Dana White, I would have fucking pulled the Philippines card, too. Because I know half my crew is smoking fucking pot already.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's fucking legal in the States, man. You can't fucking get rid of your crew just because you want to go to some fucking country that's not really a big market. It's a big market, but it's not like – it's not China. It's not fucking Russia and shit like that, right? It's not that big.
But, I mean, even China being a market is so weird. Like, even I'm in Hong Kong, so, you know, when we go to China or whatever, I feel like China is still kind of like a third world country in some sorts. You know, like, you still got kids shitting in the fucking middle of the street and fucking in the airport. Like, fuck, man. Like,
hey, those
I don't know.
The kids have the fucking pants that are already cut in the middle. So they could just, like, there's no diaper and shit, you know?
But, bro, it's like this, dude. Like, fucking, what was it? All the farmers, you know, the uneducated people are getting a lot of money to get their land bought. So the government's paying these fucking people all this money. These people get this money, they go into the city, and they don't even know how to fucking – I mean, they fucking scream. You think there's a bunch of fucking Guidos around. It's fucking loud mainlanders. And,
yeah, I just had Andy Wang on the last podcast. And,
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he lives in Beijing, and he was saying, like he didn't want to get too deep into it because he's living there right now. But he said, like, China's, like, stuck in 3 or 2 different worlds. Like
bro, that's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But, yeah, man, China, it's going to be weird to see how that shit works out. But, hey, having Anderson Silva main event, that's not bad, man.
No, it's a smart move. I mean, poor Kevin Gastelum, right? I mean, it's like you missed weight, you fat shit. Now you're going to fight, like, these guys that have a massive reach advantage on you. Like, I mean, Gastelum should be able to beat Silva.
Yeah.
I mean, he should be able to take him down, beat him up, you know. But, I mean, what if he gets brutally knocked out? It's, like, shitty because you're, like, upper weight class from where you're supposed to be at. And if you watch Gastelum when he fought Woodley in New Mexico, or Mexico City, excuse me, I thought Gastelum won that fight. So, like, he could be up there in the 170 pound, and he could be welterweight champion almost, you know. He's a great fighter. It's just he's 5'8" or something. he's
basically the height of a lightweight or even a featherweight.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man, because it's like, yeah, man, it's fucked up. I feel bad for him, but yeah, man.
Yeah, let's get back to the Macau card and talk
yeah.
Shit that happened over there, because
there's some weird shit.
About Rika, man, like Rika, I think ONE was doing a good job of having her fight people that have, like, very similar records, but, like, my assessment of her when I was talking with George, and George is her coach, and I was talking with him. And I was telling him, like, hey, her first 2 fights, man, she looked real sloppy on the feet. And she's kind of, you know, she's kind of lucky that she got the fight to the ground. But this girl that she took on, Mary Torres,
she's a fucking wushu.
Up on the fucking feet.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, man, like the one thing about the Filipino girls who fight, they all come from some type of athletic background, either it be boxing. It's usually a stand-up martial art. So you got to make sure that your fighter has that, needs to get the fight to the ground. Because if not, they're going to get lit up. And that's what happened. She had a fucking ball on her face, man.
It looked bad.
George didn't look too happy after the fight. I saw him when they were doing the winner thing. I was like, oh, man, poor George. But in hindsight, it's good because I was supposed to corner that other girl because Catalan so check this out. Catalan fought on my Golden Warriors card, like one of his guys. And he was like, so can you please come to Macau? I'm like, all right. So he asked for my passport. And then he's like, oh, what if he says we need to get a passport? We need to get some fucking permit shit for me to be in the corner, which is absolute fucking bullshit. Who needs a permit from the government to be a corner, man? I mean, I could have walked up into that shit with no fucking wristband on and probably cornered her. But yeah, so basically I wasn't there. But yeah, man, that she got beat up. And then the other weird thing about Macau was Rob Lacita just not showing up.
Yeah. That was weird. Like 2 days, 3 days before, I heard that he wasn't going to show up about 4 days before the fights, and that
Was
is
there a
weird. Where is he?
was it,
Like he hasn't. He's been like even like online and shit. He hasn't been online or nothing for a long time.
oh, I root this Rob Lacita. I'm going missing in action, mate. Yeah, man. I like Rob, man. It's sad. That would have been a good fight, good test for Shannon for sure to fight Rob, rather than that Roti Canai maker he fought.
Did Shannon give him a bitch slap like when he got up? Did you see that at the end?
No.
He knocked him down, and then when he got up, he like kind of like slapped him in the side of the head, and then the ref came in. I don't know what that was, man. That was weird because he like
he didn't know if it was finished or not. I think he was like, well,
he just slapped him in the face. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man.
What do you think about like going back to Rika again? We'll talk about Shannon, but Rika, I think the loss is good for her. At the same time, it kind of shows you where she's at. Because it would have been worse if they would have put her against some like bigger name, and it would have just really fucked her up bad. You know what I mean? But
well, I mean, at the
perspective.
At the end of the day, it's like she's still super green into the sport, and like you could almost call it amateurish, you know, to an extent.
But did she have an amateur career though? I don't even know she did.
Well, no, but see, that's the thing. Where's she gonna fight amateur MMA?
Exactly. Except for
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, and that's the point. So she goes professional, right? So they want to build her. You know, she's attractive halfie. You know, I get the point. Great marketing strategy by ONE, and she's at Tiger Muay Thai as the top MMA team. But you still need the time to develop into a fighter, you know, and that comes from long training hours, training. And if she's only been at it for like what, a year and a half, I mean, you can't expect her to be some fucking killer.
But she's actually pretty decent for having, you know, not trained for very long and jumping into that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not saying like she's bad. I mean,
I know what you're saying, but
she should.
Yeah.
She should be good.
Yeah.
Because she's got good coaches. Like, she's at Tiger, which is just filled with talent. Yeah. Like, that's the kind of place where you're only going to get better, you know? But, like, you have, like, one of the most excellent things I've ever heard anyone ever say after an interview was when Frankie Edgar said there are levels to this game, you know? And she's at that level where she's like, you know, she probably needed to take a loss to understand, like, how she needs to get back on her feet and fight the next time, you know?
Yeah.
And, yeah, man. So there's definitely people she can fight, you know? And it's also sucked because that girl was a lot shorter than her. So getting her down is a lot harder as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, taking those level changes, you might be running into punches. And I didn't see what caused the lump on her head, but, like, when they played it on the fucking, like, the highlight I saw, she just had, like, a fucking tennis ball on her eye. I don't even know what happened, but it was
fucked up.
Yeah, she had, like, some fucking Mark Hominick shit growing out of her face.
Yeah, and it had colors already, too. Like, that was fucking bad. But,
yeah, man.
Yeah, I think she probably, to be like me, like, she shouldn't fight for a while. I think she should just train and, like, just train. Like you said, she needs to just train because now she has the experience of fighting in front of all these people. So she could take about 6 months, 8 months, and just train. 6 months. Train.
6 months was what I was going to say. I guarantee they go back to Bangkok next year early.
Yeah.
You know, train up. Just keep training. Stay steady. Be you know, consistent in training, and she'll get there. You know. So when they come back to Bangkok, you know, she'll fix what she needed to fix, and she'll probably get a win.
Like you said, she got coaches at Tiger. She fucks with the Bangkok Fight Lab. They got killers over there. And she's fucking with Master Tong and shit from remember? the gambling addict. Remember they say he's a gambling addict and shit. But he's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you know,
Oh
he's
yeah,
got skills though. You know what I mean? Because he
yeah,
was at alpha male forever, and he trained all those motherfuckers, right? And
yeah.
they know how to fight. So, yeah,
Oh, he left Alpha Male.
I don't know if he left, but he's back in Bangkok though. He's been back for a while at his own
Oh,
gym.
oh yeah, shit.
Yeah. So she's over there training with him, like like once or twice a week or something like that. But yeah, she has all the resources around her to become. She's already a star, to be honest with you. Like if you go to Thailand and you're around her, like people are like walking up to her in the streets and shit like that, and fucking taking pictures and fucking shit like that. You know what I mean? So she's already a star. She just needs to become just a better fighter and match that shit up. But anyways,
Yeah,
what about her boyfriend though, Shannon? What do you think about him? Do you think that he's like he can be that the Thai guy, the guy that represents Thailand, and
Shannon needs to fight the winner of Keanu Suba versus Christian Lee.
oh, that would be good too.
I think Keanu is a good fight for him. I think Christian's a good fight for him. That fight will be going down. We'll talk about that later. I think those are both good tests for him in terms of the skill set he has. He beat Peter Davis, but Peter is
We
like
talked about that before.
yeah. So like yeah. Well yeah. I love Peter. Peter is a fucking man. I got nothing but good things to say about Peter. But he's a part-time fighter. You know, like Keanu would give Shannon a real good fight, and they're about the same size. That would be a good fight. I like that matchup. That would be a sick fight, in my opinion. Or Christian. Yeah. So like him as well. But Christian's not beating Keanu next week, so he's got to fight the winner. So it's going to be Keanu.
Well, Shannon, he needs to be more active. You know what I mean? Like they have like I think he's been fighting like maybe once a year or some shit like that, and that's not gonna help you if you want to become a champion anytime soon. So
Yeah, but do they really like him? I mean, he soccer kicked Mitch Chilson twice.
yeah.
I mean,
Is that the commentator?
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to hear about the commentary, bro.
Oh,
so
let's
like,
talk about the comment. Hey, what's your problem with their commentary, man?
So I actually like Mitch Chilson's commentary when he does it with Dawson, because Mitch is really like loud and like da 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 da. Oh my god! I mean, he's not the best at it, but like he's trying, and you can see he's progressively getting better. And like I like Mitch as a person too. He's a great guy. They added Chevello, who's a known voice, and then it was like two guys like this, like yell, like talking to each other. It just didn't work. It
like
sounded like
butthead.
yeah, like you know. It was like oh man, and I just wasn't a fan of it. So like I like.
Oh, I didn't know that both. Because when I was watching the fights, I was watching like the Korean broadcast.
You only really hear Chevello, and then Chilson will be, and that's a great punch, like out of fucking nowhere, and it just sounded so bad. And like, yeah, man, it's like,
you need to have an analyst. Like, you need if your third guy's gonna come in, like you said, if they're both the same type of fucking commentator, it's gonna be shit, man. You need, like Chevello's kind of like a Mike Goldberg. He'll have his little sayings and shit, and he'll be all loud when he needs to be loud. But basically, that's about it.
ONE FC needs a funny commentator. That would really help their live fights, in my opinion.
Yeah, they need to get Snoop Dogg out there.
Because like,
you listen to Snoop Dogg, the Snoopcast and shit.
yeah, man. He got a little blowback for the DC comment, though. Eh?
Man, he's just talking his truth. He's just talking what he thinks, though. You know that he's just speaking in his mind. That's it, man.
I think it's funny they got like a Uriah Faber and Snoop Dogg. I think it's like John Nutt tried the same thing by getting the fucking TJ, whatever the fuck his name is.
TJ Miller, yeah.
No. The other, TJ Miller. It didn't happen. Something happened. I don't really know the details what, but like John tried to do the same thing. But I'm for ONE FC.
I heard it had something to do with his agency. It's TJ Miller's CCA or whatever, or CAA or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something about his agency that didn't work out with them. But yeah, like even Mayhem Miller didn't even show up either. So.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm just like, it's just like for me, man. I'm telling you, it's like they need a funny fucking guy. Like John Nutt would be fucking hilarious at ONE
Yeah,
FC.
John Nutt, man, he should be.
Totally wouldn't work. Because like John is a fucking riot. I fucking love. First of all, John Nutt is I love John. Okay, and he's a funny fucker. So like the thing with John is once the fights get going, he's really professional the first 3 or 4 fights. But man, when it starts getting late into the card, we just start to fucking lose it, and we just start throwing like, oh, how many song titles can you throw into a fucking thing? You know, like into a commentary. You just have a lot of fun with it, you know. And yeah, but John would be hilarious for ONE FC, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I would think he would be a good commentator for his own promotion too. But I guess you can't do everything, you know, on the card. You can't be the fight announcer, and you can't do everything. So
yeah, John likes the thing about the commentating on his thing is, it's like John, when he throws his events at FMD, it's about the people there. So he's got to be fucking John Nutt there for his outside audience. So like for him, that's the most important thing, because ticket sales, man, of course, you know, unless you got a TV deal, the aftermarket stuff, you know, you can fucking put Larry Moe, fucking Dick, Harry, Curly, who the fuck you want. I mean, at the end of the day, he needs to impress the people that are there. So he puts a lot of energy into the showmanship of the show, and then like he can scale it back later. But yeah, man, I think yeah, like I said, yeah, the commentary was shit. But what other fights were on the Macau card?
what
The
about
Leone
the Japanese cat, like Hayato Suzuki? He's undefeated. In a way, he's kind of unknown.
What weight was that?
Suzuki. He beat Joshua Pacquiao.
Pasio.
Yeah, Pacquiao.
That's 115, right?
125. Yeah.
No, but it's the straw weight, right?
Yeah, strawweight.
I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. Who gives a fuck, right? I mean, like, how many strawweights are in ONE FC? I can count on my one fucking hand. You know, it's like they thought DSA was gonna hold the title. They gave poor DSA a fucking Japanese fucking grappler in fucking Bangkok.
Oh, and he's
like,
a bad motherfucker too.
Well, it's like, come on, Matt Hume, what are you doing, right?
Yeah, you want to keep the guy with the belt, right?
First of all, like, even if you're not trying to keep him the belt, you want to give him a good fight. Don't put it in his fucking home country. Like that was, I felt bad, you know, man. Like, DSA is super nice. Like, I like that guy a lot too. I mean, all the Evolve guys, all the Thai coaches from Evolve are super nice. And yeah, man, that was fucking stupid. So like, when you're talking about these guys, like I said, I don't fucking know, man. Like, what is Tiny Doll fight at? 115 or 125?
105.
105. Okay. So the guys are almost the same weight as her. You know, it's like there's just no depth.
There were so many guys that are pretty impressive. Like Boku, man, he just beats everybody, man. Boku.
Man, okay. So what I read, I didn't watch that fight, but what I read was Eric was beating his ass, and then Eric gassed out and got hit and got TKO'd, which is unfortunate because Eric Kelly would be one of the better fighters in the region if he had a fucking team. But he doesn't train with anyone.
Yeah, I heard he's like the lone dog and shit.
Yeah, like he has a problem with Team Lakai, which I don't know what it is. But his brother Edward trains with them, but Eric doesn't. And I actually don't know what it is. But yeah, man, it's fucking
yeah, that's
it's
weird
fucked up.
Right there. How his brother would train with him, and then almost all the highest level dudes are training at Lakai, and he's not there. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I mean, fuck. Yeah, right. But fuck,
still,
I'll tell you,
man, he just beats everybody. Everybody thinks that he's gonna lose.
Boku's cool, man. I like Boku. His style is sick. He got the moves with his hands down and then counter strikes real well. Boku's awesome, man.
Boku
Definitely
looks
one of my.
Like a dude that you would see in a movie, like an old fucking like Korean or Japanese movie from like the war days, and he's standing out in the front with the fucking whole like the deal on and shit, because he's ugly as fuck. You know what I
Yo,
mean? But
they call him No Face. That's a
that's what
sick nickname.
I'm
Yo, Goku's cool, man. Like if I was the UFC, I would have looked at that guy and been like, let's sign that fucking dude.
for real.
Yo,
Like a
yeah,
lot of these
Boku's
dudes could have got signed by the UFC. Boku.
bro. And Boku fights fucking everybody. Look who
Yeah.
he's fought in ONE FC. He fought. I'm sure he fought Adrian Pang. I'm not sure. I think he did. He fought Vasily Kalisa. He fought Vasily Kalasa. He fought Arnaud Laplante. He fought Zora Baba Morera. He fought Aoki. He fought Falayong.
Aoki.
I mean, he fought Vincent Ladotel. He's fought fucking everybody, man. The guy's got like 8 or 9 fights in ONE FC, and everyone he's fought has been pretty okay, you know.
Yeah. They're like trying to get rid of him or something. I don't know what they're trying to do, making him fight all these people. Like,
Bro,
he
he
fights every card.
he fights all the fucking time, yo.
And other people are complaining about, like, motherfucker, where's my fight? And this dude is somehow getting a fight every fucking card.
They probably got Victor by the balls, you know, like the Yakuza or some shit.
For real, huh?
All right, man. I don't know.
The dude that he fought last time, Timofey Nasty Yukin.
See, I even forgot he fought him too. Look at that shit. Like he's just.
Timofey broke his leg. You remember that fight where he broke his leg, and he kept fighting until the end of the round.
But Boku won because of TKO stoppage, right?
Yeah, stoppage, right? And this is his first fight coming back, and he fought Koji Ando and beat him.
Yeah, Timothy's good, man.
Yeah, Tim Nasty, that's his nickname. I gave it to him.
I mean, he got choked out super quick by Burns, but he's good. Like,
but other than that, he did well, man. Let's go to the title fights though. Like, man, Kairat Akhmedov, man, he's good, but I think that 2 years on the bench, man, like fucked him up in this fight.
Too one-dimensional, in my opinion. You know, Marias is a lot longer than him. I mean, Marias, you could have made an argument, won the first fight. And, man, Marias is a big fucking flyweight, dude.
Yeah,
I
how
remember
does that work with their fucking weight fucking thing, man?
Well, and that's the other thing. And that's what I wanted to talk to that's why I wanted to speak about the main event. So I actually didn't watch the Marias Akhmedov fight because, like, I have no self-interest in it because Gianni Su was going to be Marias anyways. But this
guy.
I'm not biased. I'm just stating straight facts here, bro.
Like a motherfucker.
Yo, hey man, watch out, G-Sub, bro. We'll talk about those fights later. I'm telling you, dude. That's a hungry fucking lion, bro. Anyways, that's my dude though. So that's my best friend. So I'm gonna hype him, you know. But So Leone fights at 125, okay, which is 56.7 kilos, right?
Yeah.
Bibiano fights at what? 61, and we could say Bibiano is a big featherweight. I mean, big bantamweight, correct?
For sure.
He's pretty big.
Yeah.
So you had Andrew Leone fighting at 65 kilos. You think Andrew Leone weighs 65 kilos?
No.
Do you even think he weighs that against Bibiano? Man, and you know that's the same thing that happened to Gianni. Gianni's last loss, he fought Gehe, but he didn't fight Gehe at 61, and Gianni fights at flyweight. So, like, due to ONE FC's new rules, he would be at 61.5. Yeah. They made him fight at 66. Man, like, you had Bibiano.
Yeah.
Like, and Andrew's been riddled with injuries, you know? Like, he had fought, his last win was a while ago, and he was supposed to fight for the flyweight title. He got hurt, and then his first fight coming back is for the bantamweight championship. Does that make sense?
Hey, to me, like, assessing that fight even before they fought, Andrew Leone is just kind of like a lower version of Bibiano Fernandez in my point of view. You know what I mean? Like a smaller guy, but skill set is kind of similar. You know what I mean? They both, you know, like to do what they do, but Bibiano's just too a little bit better at everything that he does and bigger.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like this was a horrible stylistical fight for Leone, which is unfortunate because Andrew has a great style matchup with Moraes, in my opinion. Because Moraes has only lost in he had 2 losses in ONE FC, but his first loss was against Yusuf Sadulayev, and Yusuf could put him on the ground. Now Andrew can put Moraes on the ground; he could have some good success because his jiu-jitsu is good, So like, it's a little bit fucked up of a situation for him, but yeah, man, it was just like I didn't understand the matchmaking behind it. It's like, all right, gets hurt, and then he comes back. Maybe he put on weight because he was injured or something, and he didn't want to drop down to 61. That could have been it too.
What's my theory? What's my theory? He's trying to fight his contract out fast as possible. He's trying to jump. He's trying to jump ship, man. He's trying to bounce.
Yeah, but can he fight in the UFC?
No, I think that he just wants to fight in the UFC. Like he wants.
Can he do well in the UFC?
I don't think so. But to be honest with you, he'll be in the top 10. I think so. Even at his age right now, in the bantamweight division, he'll be top 10. If you look at the bantamweight division right now, he could hang with some of the top 10 dudes.
I don't think Bibiano Fernandez can beat Brian Caraway. 100%.
Oh, really?
I don't think so. No.
And Brian Caraway is my dude too. Why you gotta throw his name right there? Like,
he's a wrestler, man. I like Caraway. I don't think he can beat Brian Caraway. I don't think he can beat.
Well, there's a lot of dudes that can't beat Brian Caraway, though. You know what I mean?
I'm not. I wasn't throwing shade at him. I'm just saying, like you talk about him being a champion, jumping shit, and then you look down on who he cannot and can't beat. Bibiano can't touch the top 3 guys. He can't beat Cruz, can't beat Garbrandt, can't beat Dillashaw. That's kind of fucking obvious in my mind.
Definitely.
Like he can't keep the pace. If you've ever seen how Bibiano, when he gets tired, is when he gets tagged.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw with Mazukatsu Ueda when he fought him. That was a close fight.
Yeah.
Until he would take Ueda down. But Bibiano's eye was fucking shut, man, And he's good. Like, I'm not saying he's not good. He's a world-class guy. But, when you're not fighting those lions, man, and, it's you're just not used to the speed, But, I mean, he does have Demetrius Johnson in his camp, so that could help him.
Yeah, that's not
That's the other thing I want to talk about. How do you feel? Where is Demetrius Johnson to you on the pound-for-pound list?
Oh, he's number 2, man.
He's number 2? You think he's number 2? He's not number 2. How can he be number 2? He got dominated by Dominic Cruz. There's no way he can be number 2.
Oh, so you put Dominic Cruz higher?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, man. Come on, man. Like, that's a whole nother weight class.
The UFC's flyweight division is as popping as ONE FC's strawweight division.
Well, I think he's number 2, man. Like, I think, even it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what weight class you're in.
This is what I'm saying. Demetrius Johnson is like that low-level college football team. So they used to have the BCS, right?
So they're like Division 3?
No, he's still Division 1, but he's a small school Division 1. So he beats the fuck out of all the small schools.
So he's like Montana State?
Yeah, it's like Boise State, exactly, right?
State, yeah, Boise State.
But when it comes time to put them in the big show, the bigger guys get ahead of them because the strength of competition, the strength of schedule.
Yeah.
Now, given he's beaten Joseph Benavidez, Benavidez was pretty good, but man,
Dawson's good too.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like
Horiguchi's good too.
Horiguchi's okay. He's not bad. But I mean, where's Horiguchi now?
He's in Ryzen,
He's in Risen. He can't be that good if he's in fucking Risen. Right?
Well, hey, Japan does have some good fighters though. Like
Japan's they got loads of talent, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, you're talking about pound for pound. Demetrius Johnson fought Dominic Cruz, he didn't win a round.
Yeah, but he didn't get finished either, and it was a weight class up.
But he had been fighting at that weight class previously.
Yeah, but there was no weight class below that anyway.
He also lost to Brad Pickett.
That's true too. But that was like 50 years ago, man. What are you talking about?
Okay, so Dominic Cruz was undefeated until when?
Uriah Faber.
So, but that was almost longer ago than the like Brad Pickett's DJ fight.
In MMA
times? So if Dominic Cruz hadn't have lost to Garbrandt and was undefeated, how could you put Demetrius Johnson ahead of Dominic Cruz on the pound-for-pound list? It makes no sense.
You can't.
It makes no sense.
But he lost, though. He lost, though.
Well, he did lose. I'm saying, but even at that point before he lost, people were like, oh, DJ is pound for pound. How can he be pound for pound when the guy who beat him is on a longer winning streak than he is?
But the thing is, listen to this. If they were the same size, that's what pound for pound is, right? If they were the same size, like for real, same size, you don't think Demetrius Johnson beats Dominic Cruz?
I mean, based on the fight, based on the size, based on the fight, based on the skill set we saw, no, he got to. Did you see that fight? Did you see that fight? Yeah. He got taken down at will.
Yeah, but
that's not a size thing.
But that's
not a size thing.
That's also a different Dominic Cruz or Demetrius Johnson too, compared to what he is now. It's a huge difference, I think.
Yeah, but it's also, in my opinion, a step down in competition.
Oh, for Dominic Cruz?
No, for Demetrius Johnson. It's like, oh, it's a different Demetrius Johnson because he's fighting guys who are 5 and 6 wins. I mean, fucking hell, right? I
Wilson Hayes.
I mean, fucking hell. Wilson Hayes. Even like, it's just the depth isn't there.
I wish that
it's like
UFC would shut down the strawweight division or the flyweight division. I wish they would.
A small school will never like, and this is just the truth. A small college football team never gets to fight in the national championship game because the strength of schedule. They're beating like fucking Wichita State, all these like 2,000, 3,000 schools. It's the same. For me, it's the exact same reference. And people will probably talk shit and be like, oh, that's stupid. He's a fucking moron. I don't give a fuck. I stand by what I say. There's no fucking way. You know what I mean?
It's a difference listen, the difference between college football and
you said it for your, but you just said it for yourself. The guys he's fighting are even out of the UFC already. Like Horiguchi's not even in the fucking UFC anymore.
Yeah, but he because he wanted to leave though. Like it's not like he got cut or nothing like that. You know what I mean? He just didn't sign his contract. But the thing is, what I think the best for Demetrius Johnson or for the flyweight division.
He should have took the fucking TJ Dillashaw fight. Is the best. That's what he should have done. Yeah. There's no he wants to break the record. Okay, we get that.
Yeah.
You're
right. He should have took that TJ Dillashaw fight.
I get it. He wants to beat the board record and have the record. That is great. You basically beat everyone in the most unpopulated division in the UFC. The most recent. Congratulations. It's like you won the MAC. You won the Midwest Conference, like the shit conference, But when you come into the big boys, what are you gonna do? If he was smart, he would have took that fucking TJ Dillashaw fight. The fact that he didn't take it because he wanted to break the record, man. I don't know, man. For me, the next thing DJ should do is beat Ray Borg if he can, which he should. But Ray Borg's not bad. And then move up and fight Cruz again.
Yeah.
Revenge that loss.
Or fight any of those. Fight Cruz, fight Dillashaw, fight Garbrandt, fight any
Who's the best pound-for-pound fighter in all of the UFC, of all time?
John Jones.
So, wait a second. But this is the other thing I want to talk about. So, do you think Chris Weidman was a product of good timing?
Yeah.
Why is John Jones any different?
And style matchups.
Why is John Jones any different?
Why is he any different? Because he's fought all different types of fighters.
No. But he fought Rampage. Rampage was old already.
Yeah.
He fought Shogun coming off of surgery. He fought Machida, who's a 185-pounder. Who else did he beat?
Man, Machida was not no 185-pounder, man. He was a fucking light heavyweight champion before that happened.
He fought at middleweight.
After all that shit.
Okay, but give it. You don't think John Jones is a product of you don't think John Jones? I think John Jones is the best of all time as well.
Hey, but you know what?
But I also think he's a product of coming in at the right time.
But who is not? But who is not a product of great timing, skills? You know, like
Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar ain't a product of that. Frankie Edgar.
No, Frankie got fucked. Frankie Edgar got fucked.
Yeah, he should still be lightweight champion. That Vincent Henderson second fight was bullshit. Fucking horrible. Fucking judges. What were they thinking? And, you know, I know he's half Korean, so you might like Vincent Henderson. But fuck Bendo. The most boring champion of all time. He came out in a black belt. He had just gotten his black belt. Came out and he got armbarred in the first round. I'll never forget that. I was like,
I was mad. And that shit was
what a clown. It's like,
man,
you could.
I think in that fight, he like braided his hair for the first time and shit.
Yeah, he fucked up, man.
He did like the MMA gods was like, fuck you. Why you changing
bro,
shit? He probably didn't have the toothpick.
Bro, man, like Frankie's one of those guys I like a lot because he beat BJ Penn as he's coming to his prime. He beat Gray Maynard. He beat Benson. Like he didn't beat Benson Henderson, but then he did win one of
those fights. Those fights were all close, man. Both of those fights were close. He
did. The first one maybe Benson won a little bit more, barely. But the second fight was undoubtedly Frankie won. Like if you watch the fight, every time he would knock Benson down, Benson would rub his foot like he slipped. It's like, no, bitch, you got hit in the face. He didn't slip. Yeah,
he did the illusions on people and shit.
And then after that, Benson Henderson, who'd he fight? He fought Josh Thompson, who I thought he also lost against. Then he fought
those fights though. You ain't lying about that.
No, he fought Melendez, Thompson, Nate Diaz. Who else did he fight? I think maybe those three. Maybe there was one more in there, but all to decision. And two of them were split decisions.
And then he finished the Russian dude and he got all hyped and shit. Remember that? Like he was mad at the fucking.
Kovalov.
Yeah.
What?
Mega.
But then he got knocked out by RDA, didn't he?
Yeah, like bad.
And then he was like, "Fuck this! I'm going to Bellator."
Hey, Bellator. There's some good fights in Bellator for him though too. You know what I mean? Like.
But this is where this is where you get on a scaling process now. All those guys are killers in Bellator. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you know, everyone says, yeah, those guys are really good. But everyone rags on Ben Askren. But Ben Askren fucking killed all those guys. Yeah. He fucking murdered all of them. So what does Ben Askren say? If Ben Askren were to fight Tyron Woodley, he would beat him. 100%.
But the thing is, they're not going to fight.
Of course not. But if they were to fight, Ben Askren would fuck him up. Yeah, I guarantee it.
Ben Askren would just hump him.
The top three guys at that welterweight division, Ben Askren could beat every one of them in the UFC.
Oh, I don't see why not. But the thing is, I also see the other guys beating Ben Askren too. You know what I mean?
Which guys?
I don't think it's like a huge guarantee.
Who could beat Ben Askren in the welterweight division?
I think Tyron Woodley could beat Ben Askren in the welterweight division.
Wrong. Ben Askren is Tyron Woodley's coach. He would smack that fucker.
It's like the Karate Kid, man. You know you can't coach for too long. Then the kid fucking kicks you in the face.
Who else? Okay, besides Tyron, you don't think Ben Askren could beat Wonder Boy? I guarantee he gets Wonder Boy down. He fucking mauls him.
Yeah, I think see that happening, but there's certain dudes that are not even in the top 10.
Have you ever
have a hard time with?
I agree with that, but have you ever seen Ben Askren rocked in a fight?
No,
no.
I haven't watched all his fights, but no, I haven't. But
no, you know why?
Hard though.
Yeah, he gets hard, but
he's like crawling to the takedown. I've seen that.
But does he get the takedown?
Yeah, every time.
He gets that shit though.
Dude, he's like a magic man with those takedowns. Though. I'm gonna lie.
How can people call Ben Askren boring? He's an out of shape guy. He's got no frame on him. He's a blubbering guy with the fucking Jew fro. And he just goes in there and fucking takes everyone down. And then he's so cocky about it. It's hilarious. He's like the guy. He's like Adam Sandler if he was an MMA fighter from the fucking wedding.
I like Ben Askren. I like his whole persona. Like his fighting is good. The shit he talks, even his videos that he makes about breaking down motherfucking like dudes when they make stupid ass fucking comments about things or fights. Him and GSP should have been the fight, man. Like that would have been huge. Like another fight, your boy Frankie Edgar and Connor. That's all these fights that never happen.
Well. This one might happen though. This is what people don't understand. If Frankie beats Holloway and gets the belt, you don't think they'll do Connor versus Frankie in MSG?
Hey,
that's a great.
Connor is not going back down to 145 again.
No. They'll do champion versus champion at 155.
Oh, that would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy.
See, that at 155, and that's a good fight. Yeah. Frankie is from fucking New York area. He's from Jersey.
I got Frankie winning that shit.
Oh yeah, man, dude. Frankie is a horrible matchup for Connor. Unfinishable, good head movement.
Did a great job.
Chad Mendez. They were like, all right, let's. Basically, it was like this. It was like fucking Two-Face. Chad Mendez on both sides. We're gonna pick Frankie Edgar or Chad Mendez. Ah, fuck, it's Chad.
And they're like, hey, Chad, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm up there hunting and shit. Oh, no, come back down. You gotta fight in a week and a half. You're gonna fight Connor. And he's like, oh, for real? No, I don't want to fight. They're like, oh, we're gonna give you, 500,000. Oh, all right. You know what I mean? Like,
did you see how gassed out Connor looked in that fight? Bro, yeah. If Frankie would have took him down when Chad took him down, he would have passed his guard and would have fucking smashed him.
Like kind of like what he did to Cub Swanson.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, at 155, like the fight becomes a little bit more interesting, but the same rhythm. After the third round, Frankie starts to tee off, takes him down, takes his back, and chokes him.
You see, the thing is, that's what I thought. What's his name? His training partner. Oh, fuck, what's his name?
Alvarez?
Yeah, Alvarez. But he got too emotional, man. Like he wanted to.
But there's two different styles of fighter. If you ever watch Eddie Alvarez fight, but Eddie Alvarez was he ever a college wrestler? No, I think he was good in high school. But if you ever watch his fights, he doesn't use his wrestling. He's always been a banger. He sits in the pocket. He throws bombs. That's what he does. Frankie's not like that.
No.
Frankie creates great angles, gets in on those single legs. I mean, he's the only guy to take.
You got his coach yelling like Florida, Zimbabwe, and shit like
Mark Henry, man, that guy's funny.
He's like.
I met Mark Henry. I met him. Huh? I met Mark Henry. Renzo Gracie and Mark Henry. They came out to do Igor Gracie fought fucking Stonecutter guy from Road FC at ONE FC. Fought him in Manila, got his ass whooped by the Korean guy, and but they were there.
Yeah.
And Holmes, Gracie, and Gregor also fought on that same card. But yeah, they're super nice guys. I'll tell you a funny story about that ONE FC. So John Jones had just turned down the fight with Chael Sonnen at like UFC 150 something, and Arlovsky was fighting Tim Sylvia on that ONE FC card. That was the ONE FC card where, Arlovsky kicked Sylvia in the face, but they had that rule where you had to wait for the referee to say go before you could soccer kick, so it became a disqualification, no contest.
Damn, I forgot they even fought in ONE FC.
Yeah, I was there. That's how long I've been in fucking Asia, dude. It's crazy. So this is great, right? So Greg Jackson's there because he's Arlovsky's at Jackson's, and Travis Brown is also his training partner. This is before he left. So there's this fucking drug bald dude as they're walking back from the arena, and he's like, Greg Jackson, you fucking suck, you fucking pussy. And he's just throwing massive shade at Greg Jackson. And then Travis Brown walks around the barricade, walks up behind him, and says, you better watch what you're saying about who, because you never know who's listening, and the guy like shit his pants. It was so fucking funny.
Hey, Travis Brown should have stayed with Greg Jackson, man.
Nah, man, he chased the pussy, bro. Don't hate, bro.
Hey, he got that. Yeah, that's true. That's money too.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so what do you think's next for like Bibiano? What do you think he's gonna do? Who's gonna fight him now in the bantamweight division?
And bantamweight, they need to make Bibiano go up and fight fucking Gafarov at 65. That's what needs to happen.
Hey, that's not good for Bibiano.
Yeah, I know, but that's what, like, I mean, you ask me what I think should happen. That's what should happen.
Like, hey, if you were the matchmaker, like you would be fired in like a week probably. They'd be like, we don't like your ideas.
If I was a matchmaker at ONE FC, they would be the #1 promotion in the world. That's what would happen. Because I would make those. I would make those ring girls oil wrestle in between rounds.
What do you think about Adriano? Like, what's next for him? Who fights him? Do you think that you give Leone another title shot?
Nah, bro. So this is what's gonna happen. Suba is fighting Shibuya. Shibuya already fought for the title. Gianni's gonna knock this fucking guy out in the second round. And then Gianni's gonna fight Marias in KL in the beginning of next year for the belt. And Gianni's gonna knock him out and be the new ONE FC flyweight champion. And then he's gonna say, fuck off, and go fight Demetrius Johnson, and he's gonna knock Demetrius Johnson. No, but in all seriousness.
You sound like a good ass manager right now.
There it is, yeah, exactly. So that's how they get these fucking sponsors, eh? Nah, bro. It's like whoever wins this Suba versus Shibuya fight will be the challenger for sure. Because the Shibuya Marias fight was close. Shibuya didn't do too bad. He was always in the fight. He made it exciting. But if Gianni can stop Shibuya, there's no reason Gianni shouldn't fight for the title. He fought Gehe, who fought for the title. He beat the Brazilian guy who fought DSA for the belt. He would be in another title challenger. There's no reason he shouldn't fight for the belt.
All right, let's since you want to get into Gianni, let's get into talking about the next ONE Championship, which is this Friday in Malaysia, right?
Yeah, I'm flying out on Tuesday.
Are you flying out on Tuesday? You're going to be in the corner of Ev Ting?
Yeah.
Are you going to be cornering the Suba brothers too?
I don't know yet. We'll see. It was weird. I wasn't planning on going, but Ev bought my tickets and was like, oh, I bought your tickets. He had my passport information from before. So I was kind of like, fuck, I got to go. So, yeah. Yeah, man. I'll be in KL for that. So I'm excited to meet up with Hamish, Ev, and the gang. But yeah, that card is good. The main event is weird to me. Martin Nguyen, who did he beat after he lost to Gafarov?
He beat
Christian Lee. I know that.
He beat Kai Wen Lee, who's supposedly signed to the UFC now. Did you hear about that?
Was that the Chinese fighter?
Yeah, the Chinese dude. Now he's over at Team Alpha Male.
Oh, he is. That's the guy. Yeah, Keanu lost to him, I believe.
Yeah, him.
In China. Okay.
That was at that was all at featherweight. But yeah, after he lost to Gafarov, he beat Edward Kelly. He TKO'd Edward Kelly. He TKO'd Kai Wen Lee. He choked out Christian Lee. He TKO'd Kazunori Yokata. And now he's got another shot at the title now.
Okay, so he won 4 fights in a row. Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, 4 finishes in a row. That's not bad, man, for a streak. But you know what though? Like, I like Martin Nguyen. I like his style, but I think Murat Gafarov, he's like fucking Ben Askren, but with better submissions.
Yeah, with Gafarov, you got to gas him. If you watch Gafarov fight Ev, Ev did a real good job of shutting down all of his transitions. And then Ev stood up and soccer kicked him, cut his face open. But Ev gave his back off the soccer kick, which ended up being he ended up getting choked.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, he was fucking gassing pretty bad at the end of that first round. Like, you got to make that guy work on bottom. You can't expect
also another dude that's pretty fucking big for his weight class.
Yeah, you know, he's good. He's good. I feel like a guy who had good striking and good movement would give him trouble, though.
But once he gets your back, though, you know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, you can't get taken down. That's the thing, you know. You can't get taken.
You know, like, it takes like a Tyrone Woodley type of guy to where you got to just stifle him to beat him, right? And
who else is that?
Many dudes in the featherweight division doing that to Gafurov. Like, to me, he's pretty untouchable for the, like, strength of schedule that he has for his division, because the featherweight division is not too bad, in my opinion, for ONE Championship. So
I wanted to see fucking Herbert fight him. That's the fight I wanted to see.
Yeah. That was a good fight.
Of course, they're like, fuck you, Herbert. Here's a fucking wrestler. You know? Yeah, man. That's what I wanted to see, but apparently we're not getting that. You know, it is what it is. I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to say about that, like, that fight.
How do you think it's going to go down, though?
Gafurov's going to choke him out in the first round.
Same thing. Just take his back.
It won't be 15 seconds or whatever it was last time, but it'll be pretty supplementary. You know, be like, yeah, he's going to get in, score the takedown, take him down, choke him out. Then who's the next fight?
Co-main. Your boy, Ev. Realistically, like, looking at the fight.
Is Ev the co-main?
Yeah, he's co-main.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Why? Who else would be co-main? There's no other fighters that fight. That would be.
Is there another title fight?
No. There's only one title fight.
Okay. So Ev's co-main.
Yeah. What do you know about the Suzuki?
I know he got knocked out in a full contact karate fight 3 months ago.
And
true.
He's old as fuck too.
And he's coming down in weight.
Yeah, and he fought Ben Askren and got knocked out by Ben Askren in the first round. Well, that's not a sign.
He just got TKO'd, like, horribly. That was the fight where Ben Askren landed, like, 80 unanswered punches. And Oliver Cost is like, I'm not going to stop it. And then it's like, oh, shit, I have to stop it. Yeah, but, yeah. That was pretty cool. Yeah, man, you know.
But he has power, though. You know, like.
He's not, bro. Suzuki beat Brock Larson, who's a high-level MMA fighter.
And
former
he beat Baroni, too.
Well, I mean, I don't. but, man, Ev's shorter than him. He's got the reach maybe disadvantage. But the one thing about Ev is he's a very smart striker. He doesn't really get outstruck. He's very good at switching stances, and he throws a lot of feints. The other thing is Ev's strong. So he's working with, do you know Mikado Endo? He's like a Japanese guy. He's on Facebook. Apparently he's a strength and conditioning coach. He's Ev's strength and conditioning coach. So, like, he's cool little Japanese guy I'm figuring with TKO. And, you know, it's a good fight. If Ev can stay away from the straight stuff, he should be fine. I think Ev will take him down and TKO him, though.
Is that how you see it going down?
I think Ev will win by TKO. I think second round.
The only thing that worries me about Ev in this fight is that Ev, he kind of keeps his hands low. Like, that's kind of like his style.
That's true. Ev does keep his hands low. Ev, I wouldn't say he gets tagged a lot, though. Like, when he gets punches, he's always rolling out of it. He's got, you know, and he's been a lot more active than Suzuki. Suzuki's last fight was Askren. You know, Ev's fought on a lot of people since that fight. So, I mean, even in general, the general rule is I usually give the fight to the more active guy. The fact that I'm in Ev's corner doesn't change anything. But yeah, he's definitely gonna win, you know.
Shit.
So then you got May Oy fighting Ann Osman.
What do you think about that one, man? That is a weird fight right there.
Ann just got married, and she's fighting May.
He's sponsored by Toon Talk.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just an interesting fight. May Oy's tough. She was an Olympic swimmer for Singapore. She's very athletic. She's old, but she's athletic. I don't know how that fight's going to go down. I'm excited to watch. What other fight is on the card?
I think Osman manhandles her, takes her to the ground, and just pounds her, dude. Like that's how I would.
Have you seen May Oy fight though?
She's scrappy, but I don't know, man.
The problem with Osman is she's got okay takedowns, but she's got shit positioning on top. Like she fought that Russian girl who ended up knocking her out, and she got rolled off a mountain twice.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like that's fucking elementary, you know. But I like Ann. I hope she wins. The best fight of the night.
Thani.
Huh?
Thani.
Yeah, he's fighting Egyptian shawarma chef.
Sharif? Mohammed? Isn't that who?
Yeah, I don't know. The guy looks like he's on a fucking comedy tour. Did you see the picture?
Well, he looks like a fucking Egyptian, bodybuilder.
And see, that's the thing with ONE FC. It's like you go from fighting the fucking Ben Askren to fighting this fucking guy, you know? Like,
I know what you're talking about.
It's like, what are you doing, you know? But, fuck. Aguilar should take care of business. Aguilar's really talented. He's just in that fucked up range of who can he fight, you know?
He should just go up to 205 and fight Hadra Gracie.
Oh, that won't end well for him. It'll be a tough fight. The Christian Lee Keanu Suma fight is going to be fire.
Yeah, are they starting the card? Are they like kicking off the card? Christian Lee,
I don't know.
Keanu Suba?
I don't know. I can't wait to see the look on Angela's face when Keanu knocks him the fuck out.
Oh, that's just they're like public number one, the brother and sister duo right there. You know?
No, I like them. I think Angela's cool. I think Christian's a good fighter. But I looked after Keanu when he was like 17 years old. So he's like a little brother to me, kind of. So I don't give a fuck. They can be cool all they want. At the end of the day, I hope Keanu takes that fucker's chin and puts it in the left fucking field. So, yeah.
And who'd you say he's going to fight next after this? Oh,
who, Keanu? I said that would be a good fight.
Yeah.
I think
that would be a good fight, no doubt.
That would be a good fight.
They're pretty much at the same – they kind of have similar records. They're at the same kind of level of their careers. It should be good. DSA's fighting on the card too.
Yeah, he's fighting Catalan or whatever. That'll be a striking fight until someone takes it down and gives up fucking position and gets submitted. That's one of those fights you can either like – DSA should win like really easily. But I don't know. I like Catalan. He should be interesting. Interesting fight.
What about
who else?
Edward Kelly versus Emilio?
Oh, that's a good fight, man. That's a good fight. Edward Kelly's been on a tear lately. He beat the Australian dude from Phuket Top Team.
Oh, what is it, Jordan Lucas?
Yeah, man. He choked him out, I think, too.
Yeah. And he's had two knockouts since then. So he's on a 3-fight win streak.
Who did he knock out?
Vincent
Lauditel, who's got hands.
Sunoto Paracat.
Okay, Sonoto is a little step down. But, bro, I'll tell you one thing about Edward. Edward fucking, he can hit. He can hit, man. He can bang. So, Emilo's cool. I love Emilo, man. I got some funny fucking stories with Emilo, man. This guy is crazy.
But this is a clash of styles, though, for real.
If Emilo can't get the fight to the ground,
he's gonna have a hard time.
It's a dangerous fight, man. Because and the other thing is they're doing the ONE FC weight rules, man. And if Edward ain't cutting weight, he's gonna be in shape, man.
Yeah.
That's just a really good fight. It's the second best fight. it's one of the second better fights of the night. The best fight of the night is going to be Suba versus Shibuya because Shibuya is going to make Gianni fight. But Gianni's got fucking amazing takedown defense, and he has great counter striking. You ever watch Suba fight? He knocks people out going backwards.
Yeah, I remember
He's got great.
The last fight, he just fucking sliced somebody's head off, man. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, he's got good knockout power. He's long. He's been on a layoff. He's been in fight camp waiting for a fight for almost a year. So he's ready to go. Shibuya is coming off of an eye surgery. So we don't know which eye it is, but hopefully he closes one of them. Yeah, someone that's. But, man, it's a great fight. Obviously, Gianni, I hope, wins. I think he's going to win. He's hungry. He's young. He's athletic. And, he's got the tools to win. He comes in and he fights smart, stays with his back off the cage, moves around and counter strikes. He could definitely pick up the victory for sure, especially in a 3-round fight.
If you look at this card from top to bottom, like the bottom portion has more intriguing fights than the top portion of the card. The top portion has like they have bigger names. Of course, you have that title fight. But then like at the bottom, if you've been watching ONE Championship, that Edward versus Emilio Urodia, that's a fucking clash of styles. So that's a fucking good fight. Christian Lee versus Keanu Suba, that is a pretty crazy fight because both of those dudes kind of, in a way, they kind of look like each other. You know what I mean?
This is what's going to happen. Christian Lee's going to come in swinging super hard, and he's going to get kicked in the fucking head is what's going to happen. Anyway. The card is great. This is an amazing ONE FC card. This is one of their better cards. I think they should have given Ev Ariel Sexton. That would have been a good fight.
Him, man? Like, he was on a tear, too.
I don't know, man. I have no idea.
They buried him like some dude that forgot to pay his bills and shit in the fucking Las Vegas desert or some shit because he was doing pretty good.
They should have given Ev him, or they should have given Ev what's this fucking guy's name? Fucking wait, it's coming to me. Give me 1 second. Roger Huerta.
Oh, is he still even fighting? I don't even know.
Or even Adrian Pang would have been a good fight for Ev. That was a good fight too.
I think Adrian Pang has a fight coming up because I saw that he's training.
Been training, yeah. I don't know who he's fighting. Should be a good fight though.
Yeah. Adrian Pang, he comes to bang and shit. So, hey, what about this Kevin was it Bellingon versus
who's he?
McLaren fight? That's a good fight.
Bro, that's a sick ass fight too. I totally forgot about that. McLaren, I think he's more well-rounded, but man, Bellingon hits fucking hard, man. If you look at all the Team Mackay fighters, he has the nastiest knockout montage.
Yeah. But I think Reese McLaren's a little bit smarter, and faster, to where he can stay away from those power punches to kind of get, to work what he works and pretty much win the fight. I think he.
Bro, I'm based out of Asia, and I've been watching Bellingon for years. I'll always go for the Asian guys, actually. So I'm hoping Bellingon fucking wins.
All right, let me get your predictions of this fight card. Like your predictions, what's gonna happen in all these fights?
Give me a fight.
Edward Kelly, Emilio Urodia.
Emilio by 3rd round submission.
All right. Christian Lee, Keanu Suba.
Keanu Suba, 1st round KO.
DSA, Robin Catalan.
DSA by TKO.
May Oy and Ann Osman.
May Oy by decision.
Gianni Suba, we already know you're going to pick that fool. Well, how he's going to win?
Johnny's going to win by TKO in the 3rd round.
All right. Oh, you picking some like late stoppages right there.
Bro, I think these fights are gonna be filled out. I think like they're gonna fill each other out a little bit.
Kevin Bellingon versus Reese McLaren.
Bellingon, 2nd round KO.
What about Sharif Mohammed versus Aguilan?
Aguilan, 1st round TKO.
All right, and Suzuki versus F-Ting.
F-Ting by decision.
And Murat Gafurov, Martin Nguyen. I think you said first round.
Gafurov, first rounder, naked choke.
All right. Well, yeah. Before I let you go, I want to talk about Golden Warriors, man, because I know you started it. And what about that fucking golden cage, fool? Like, what's up with the
Yo,
gold cage? You did Master
that,
P. Hey,
yo,
you did the Master P.
yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you, if UFC wants my contact details, they can hit me up, because that's what the UFC 200 cage should have looked like, not the fucking King of the Ring shit.
Like, what happened? What's up? How did you get that idea, or whose idea was that?
I work with some collaborative guys in Penang, and basically it's just like they wanted to do gold everything. I'm like, all right. So they went to China, got the fucking gold thing, and they fucking gold the cage out. So they were talking about the phone. They're like, oh, we have a gold cage. I was like, all right. So they have a yellow cage, right? I fucking walk in the thing, it's a fucking gold cage, man. Like, it's legit gold. It's pretty cool, actually.
It is cool.
We have gold gloves, too. The fights were fucking awesome, man. And the thing is, there's so many up-and-coming guys that can't fight at ONE FC or can't fight, high-level guys in Korea or Japan or even at PXC. So they need a platform to get fights. So that's kind of where we're at. We're at the middle road. We're getting those people who, either come out to Asia and want to fight to get their record up, or people who are living in Asia and, want to continue the dream of becoming a mixed martial artist. And they can use us as a platform to get their fights.
Oh, so is it all amateurs?
No. It's more pro.
More pro? So, like, if I wanted to fight for Golden Warriors Fighting Championship, how would I get on that card? Like, if say, like, I was in Korea or in Japan or even in China, how would I?
You hit up Baby Cat. Matchmaker right here. Hey, Matchmaker. Hit up Matty P, Matty Ice. Baby Cat Attack at Instagram. Matthew Charles /Robin at Facebook. Hit me up. I'll get you a fight.
What was the meaning behind having Senchai come to the first event? Since he's a legend, but he's not like a MMA legend. He's just a legend in his combat sport. So what was the?
That's just to pull a crowd. He's obviously Muay Thai is big in Malaysia, and it's fucking Senchai. And I don't know. It was an all right idea. It wasn't my idea, but yeah. We had a couple of people. Ev flew out as well. We flew Ev out from Auckland as well. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of like just a kickoff thing. Wanted some familiar faces that are the public can recognize and come out and enjoy the show. We're sponsored by San Miguel Light. Sponsored by San Miguel Light. Get the drinks in. It's good. I'll tell you some funny shit though.
What's the venue like when you guys are there?
So the venue, this is interesting, right? So we have the venue at Spice Stadium next October, like this upcoming October, which is an arena. But the venue we have now is actually it's a formatted gym, but it's built up like a stadium. There's like stadium bleacher seats all throughout the top deck, and on the bottom is like where all like the equipment is, and they move the equipment out, and it's becomes a fight night. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, what do you assessing your first event that you guys had, like overall, how did it all run? Did it run smoothly, or was just the people, our organization team on the flight side and hotel side did everything last minute, so we had a problem there. But in terms of the actual fight, it was good. We had some good fights. We had some amateurs from Tiger. Anvar Boisanaro, his little brother. Yeah.
He fought. Yeah, he fought on the card. He looked good for his first MMA bout. The amateur fights were really good. We had some Tiger Muay Thai guys fight against some like Monarchy MMA guys, and then yeah, man, solid fights. Good night of fights.
So you guys are gonna start mixing it up and bringing people from all over the place and building up the promotion.
I just want people who want to fight, man. I mean, at the end of the day, we got the budget to fly you from wherever the fuck you want. the fight purse isn't a lot. It's maybe the same or a little bit more than Full Metal Dojo.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it's like I want people who want to fight. Like, don't call me. People. Oh, can I fight this guy? It's like you got 8 fights. You want to fight a guy who has 0 fights or 1 fight? Like, I'm not the guy to do that. I want to put on exciting fights. I'm not here to protect your record, kind of thing. I want to put on
fight
fights.
A guy that is like 0-10. Can I get a fight?
Oh man,
I don't have no
shit.
fights, man. I don't have no fights. So
I don't know if Mitch Chilson wants to fight you though.
Maybe I should get another journalist. Maybe I should get an MMA journalist, from Asia somewhere. Maybe you got some ideas who I can fight.
That would be funny. Yeah, man, that would be funny as fuck.
I was thinking about doing that for I didn't, I was always thinking like maybe I should fight one time and like document it.
Just to say you did it, like
just to say I did it, and then maybe do it at Little Dojo or something like that. Some place where it's like kind of fits the the atmosphere. Or maybe I could do it at Golden Warriors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll set that up if you want. I ain't got no problem with that.
I'm gonna find another journalist to fight me.
I'll find one. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Oh, then I gotta get it. I gotta start trading this shit.
Do you want to fight Lily, the girl from Road FC? Lily? No. Yo, she's feisty, bro. Yeah, I know. What was I gonna say? Are you a Seahawks fan?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, that's horrible. I feel bad for you.
Oh,
man.
You a New England fan, huh?
No, I'm not. I'm a Jets fan.
Oh.
That's even worse, right?
For real.
Fucking hell. Yeah, fuck that.
But yeah, man, I think that doing all that Golden Warriors fighting championship and stuff like that, man, that's good, man. It gives more opportunities for fighters, more opportunities for teams, to go around and experience different countries and have
that's
a good time and fight.
It's just about building a platform, Ever since I've came to Asia, it's just about, they always say like, oh, when you pass away, it's not about what you do, but the people you touch kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of what I've been doing since I've been out here. I don't come out here to make a lot of money or anything. I love mixed martial arts. I love fighting. I love wrestling. And I just try to, improve people in a positive light. If it's by giving them fights or if it's by, helping them prepare for a fight, if it's by coaching them, any of those things. If I can do any of those things to improve someone, I'll do it. So.
Yo, what happened to Epic, man?
Bro, so basically
I know you got some inside shit right now. You gotta say
no, it's just like basically so Epic was owned by some guy who like basically bankrupts Greece or something. And he's like out in Hong Kong because there's like no extradition here. So like basically what happened was they opened the big gym. First of all, the fucking rent in that gym is $1 million. Million Hong Kong dollars. A month.
What? It's fucked up.
So basically they opened a bunch of gyms to try to supplementary to put money into the big gym. And when the money started running out, the fucking investor pulled and they couldn't find someone to invest in the gym. So they closed. It's just like, if I had a gym, I could never, like the members I had, I could never like not tell them and just close, Like you have to have some heart. You have to have some sensibility to be like, guys, listen, we're not doing well, maybe in 3 months' time, we'll give you 50% of what you bought back and but we're going to be closing. When you get these gyms who just cut people off like that, it's horrible, because people buy like year packages and stuff, like 2 days, a day, the day of. If you can close on a Tuesday night and you're swiping credit cards Tuesday during the day, you're a piece of shit.
For sure.
And that's just how I feel about it. I could never do that to someone.
Yeah, man. That's happening all the time though with gym memberships though, like California Fitness, 24-hour fitness.
So California Fitness closed down, right?
Yeah.
So the people who own my gym, Warrior Academy, is actually Goji Studios, who's opening inside all the old California Fitnesses. So that's a new chain going on. So they own us. So basically, it's good. Life's good right now in Hong Kong.
Well, like it's actually them closing down is actually good for you guys because you guys over there at Warrior
Well, I
Academy.
mean,
You guys, have you felt like more people coming in though, like from the?
well, bro, we have maybe 150 inquiries, man. It's crazy. Like they had a shitload of members, and then Jab, who was the other big gym in Hong Kong, they relocated, and they're not even open yet. So FFG closed down a branch as well, which is another big gym. So like we're on the outskirts of Central, so we're like 2 MTR stops away. So we're getting a lot of business, and it's good. So
Life is good,
life is okay.
except for getting denied in Macau. But other than that, it's all good.
Bro. Yeah, it's been a week of getting denied, I'll tell you that. Fucking hell. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen in fucking KL.
Yeah,
or I
hopefully you
will.
don't go to KL and you're sitting at a bar.
I'm gonna bring I'll bring the cops to shut the show down.
You big Travis Brown.
Yeah. No, I can't wait to see the next ONE FC event.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's better than the Macau. To be honest with you, the fights are more interesting.
Oh, for sure. It's good. I like the event. They did a great job. ONE FC did a great job. Kudos. I'm actually giving a compliment. You hear that? Kudos.
What's the next ONE Championship? Do you know what they're planning?
Should be Singapore.
Is it Singapore? Is it gonna be Angela Lee again?
Yeah, it'll be Angela Lee
versus
and
Song Gaeun, the girl that they signed, but she's not signed. You know what I'm talking about?
Isn't she fighting in the UFC?
No. Song Gaeun, the one that's at Evolve, the Korean.
Oh, the cute. Yeah, she's not. She's pretty. She's cute. That girl, little Korean girl.
Yeah, she's under contract with Road FC.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a whole big lawsuits and all kinds of shit that's going down over there. But from what I've seen, she lost all the lawsuits. So like the contracts that she signed with Road FC, she can't get out of them. So she's just stuck in the contracts where basically she just has to fight, or she just can't fight anywhere. And if she does fight, then they can they can just sue whoever lets her fight. So she's stuck in Singapore just training and doing little videos and shit. And I don't know what the fuck else she's doing over there because she needs to fight, man. Like she's still young too, and she could be a big star. That's why Evolve picked her up, most likely.
I mean, she could Evolve can promote her as the Road FC champion. I understand Chatri owns ONE FC, but I mean, the big thing about ONE FC is they were supposed to be in network with Road FC. Something happened. It's probably someone's balls got too big, and that shit fell. And that shit just fell the fuck apart.
Or somebody's balls dropped.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Because they never did anything. They just I think Victor came to one of the Road FC events and they showed him in the crowd and they were like, yeah, they're working.
Bro, the head Road FC guy was on stage at the MMA Summit in 2014, and they had to wake him up while they were talking to go say something, and he was just like, oh yeah, ONE FC #1, and then went back to sleep. So I mean, bro, it is what it is. I'm just happy to get the opportunity to go see my guys fight. I'm glad ONE FC is putting on these shows, and we'll have something to talk about next time, huh?
All right, so yeah, man, thanks for coming on, and good luck this weekend. I'll probably have you on talk more about Golden Warriors, the Gold Cage, all that stuff. So if you looking to get a fight, hit up Matt on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Weibo. I don't know what else the fuck you could do. Just get at it. All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
#burn that hat. All right, bro.